Oh.
I don't want to think about anything with you. I don't want to think about anything with you.
All right.
I don't want. Hello.
Okay.
Is that? They're not going to get what just happened.
No, I don't get what just happened.
Bethany and Sean. We are a couple of nuts talking.
I don't want to think about anything with you. Sean thinks that he comes up with all of our topics.
It's true.
And it could not be further from the truth. Clearly. I think our audience knows that.
Okay. What do you think, audience? Anyways.
Turn it down a little bit. It's real loud.
What's going on, everybody? What's up? This is a couple of nuts talking.
That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. You're not on a radio show.
Let's get talking.
No.
Remember on our cooking show when I would say,
Let's
get cooking, everybody. Let's get cooking. Let's get talking. Now, remember right before, no. Let's get nutty, everybody.
What are you doing right now? I have no idea.
This is the intro to our show.
It doesn't sound like anything.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to a couple of nuts.
Okay, I'm not putting them through this.
Let's get nutty, everybody.
I'm not putting everyone through this. I'm not. We are. We're going to
Sean,
start.
You're so naughty.
Look at me.
You're so
Look at
naughty.
me. We're starting and now.
I have no idea what that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to a couple nuts.
We've already done that. Hey, we already did.
This is not the Sean show.
We already did it.
This is not the Sean show.
What happened to your voice?
That's
Why are you
hard
talking
to say like
that?
Sean show.
This is a Sean show. What is this?
Look at how hard that is to say. Sean show, Sean show, Sean show.
I'm glad you recognize it, though. Welcome to the Sean Show, everybody.
It's not. I'm going to leave.
Just kidding. Well, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know if anybody would notice.
You know, the audience hears what a big asshole pincher you are.
You're right.
Oh, I'd like to open up with the show on a really great thing that happened yesterday when we woke up this morning, or
Yesterday morning.
Thank you. When we woke up yesterday morning, we went out to the family room, and I noticed the sun was peering ever so wonderfully through our front window.
Like it normally does.
That looks, yeah. And no, but it was very, very bright.
Yeah.
It was very bright.
It was.
And I got the idea because I think we shared it with you at an earlier podcast.
It was actually the one right before this one.
Oh, that's great. So
Fears and fetishes.
So I, like the instructions said, I put my asshole into the sunlight.
She did.
In hopes that I would feel different, feel some sort of energetic, like impulse through my anal canal, just any type of difference.
You did a perineum sunning.
A perineum sunning, yes. And I'm going to be really honest. I don't feel much of a difference. I'll also be really honest in that I think after I did it, we found out it's not 15 seconds, it's 15 minutes.
Yeah, you can't just pull your pants down, spread your cheeks.
That's what I did.
Let the sun kiss your asshole and then pull it up and expect there to be energy or whatever.
Sun is very, very powerful. Like it should work in seconds. I don't feel like
that's not how perennial sunnings work.
No, but 15 minutes on my asshole is going to give me a really harsh sunburn. My asshole's never seen the break of day. That doesn't sound healthy to me at all. That sounds like a blister on my tuchus.
Well, it's a fad, and they say that it's very good for you and gives you energy.
Wait, if it's a fad, then it's probably not true.
Why? Because scientists and medicine didn't approve it? Is that what you base all of your...
No, because if it's a fad, it means that enough people tried it, and it will then just whittle out.
But it means enough people have tried it and vouched for it.
Well, no, but then it's not a fad. A fad comes and goes.
Okay. Whatever.
Guys, Sean's in a mood.
Oh, man.
All right?
I'm really not.
Sean is in a mood, and when he's in a mood, there's nothing I can do or say.
I'm in a great mood. I came in here from watching my Darkside of Football, getting to see what it's like for these poor football players after they get strung out on pain medication. I didn't realize that I related so much to retired football players. And I also didn't know that Mike Ditka was such an advocate for retired football players that get strung out. He's got a foundation called the Gridiron Reels or something like that. You know who Mike Ditka is? He was a coach for the Chicago Bears. Maybe you heard of him.
Don't even do that. Of course I know Ditka.
He's very involved with...
let me ask you, if all of Los Angeles was on a football field against Mike Ditka and only Mike Ditka, who would win and what would be the score? You didn't answer, but I'll answer for you. Ditka win 43-6.
Why 43?
Because he'd annihilate them.
You know, Ditka, he was a ball player before he was a coach, right? I mean, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Do you know what teams he played for, though?
Not off the cuff, no.
Oh.
Do you?
Because I just watched him. I want to say
like
it was
the Bengals or something.
No, I'm going to be wrong if I say, but I think it's like the Colts or the Cowboys or some shit like that.
Oh, maybe the Cowboys. Just
maybe not even those ones
team.
though.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
Why don't you just?
Well, you got the pewter, so you should do that. But it's a good show, The Dark Side of Football. I'm learning a lot about these ball players, and they go through a lot. There was one ball player, Ricky Williams. I think he was on one of those dating shows that we watched, like the couples therapy.
Mm-hmm.
He got kicked out of the league and completely like ostracized because he didn't take pain medication and he chose weed over the pain meds.
Wow, something so minimal compared to something that's so
you
awful
have
for you.
If you're strung out on OxyContin, you're
totally
good to go. But if you smoke weed to maintain the pain, you're not good. And also in this show, it shows how crooked the doctors are. They say everything. It's just a bruise. It's just a bruise. And they put him back out on the field and they get the shit kicked out of him.
Absolutely.
It's pretty sad.
But also a lot of the teammates want to go back out. Put me in, coach. I'm fine, coach.
Well, of course.
So the coaches have to trust that the doctors are telling them the truth. They also just shoot them up with stuff so they can go back out.
Yeah, they give them cortisone and a shit ton of painkillers.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Mike Ditka played for, obviously, Chicago Bears, but Philadelphia Eagles and Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, they're showing footage of him on the Cowboys.
Yeah, it was a tight end. I mean, he's most beloved in Chicago. He's got a restaurant and stuff. He's got a foundation.
Yeah.
We all love Ditka. We all share pictures around the time of the football season starts. We got a lot of memes, a lot of funny Ditka memes we pass around.
Yeah, Chris Farley kind of really made me know who Mike Ditka was, put him on the map for me.
Yeah, when they sit around that table over there.
On SNL.
And see, then how come you don't believe me when I say Chicagoans say, like, there's Tritos? Throw that in the trash.
I never said that they didn't.
You did when I was doing that. You're like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm doing what we do in Chicago.
Throw that in a trash?
Yeah. 1, 2, tree. That's how you count.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever denied the fact that that's how
you did. I remember it. And then
what's the word? What do you call Chicagoans? Chicagians.
You just said it.
Is that it? Chicagians?
Yeah. Chicagoans.
Chicagans.
Chicagoan. Just say Chicago.
I like Chicagans.
Okay, well that doesn't make
what about
people think about
Chicagans? Since it's check it out, Chicagans.
It sounds more like Walton Goggins.
Walton.
Right. He makes my heart melt.
He hasn't commented on anything.
Nothing.
In a long time.
I think I scared him when I messaged him.
Yeah, I think you did, honey.
Well, you know what? For those who don't try, you never know what could happen, and then you try and things could happen. So put that on a fucking piece of wood and put it up in your kitchen.
Wayne Gretzky once said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
All right. Isn't that weird? How, and I'm just really seeing a lot of this now, maybe because we're house hunting, but like so many people have words in their picture frames, their artwork is things that say like, dream while you sleep, and love is happiness, and family lives here. You know what I'm talking about? Like people decorate their homes with words, like this cursive writing, and it seems to be in everybody's home.
You know what kind of actually got lost from I I always thought they were really silly and stupid, but now looking back on them, I really like those little posters with like cats hanging from like a tree, and it says
That's
"Hang in
different.
there."
By the way, my dentist still has that, and it's on his ceiling, so
I
that
love
when
that.
you're down, yeah.
I think those are great. And
Those
it's
are posters,
something,
though.
I know, but like those kind of gave way to these words that people stick all over their stairs and walls.
Do you think that was the bridge, the cat hanging in there
think it
poster?
was. And I think that should come back because that's much more pleasing to the eye than some cursive letters all over. So it's like graffiti all over.
I feel like
a
I'm
house.
going into like a homey library. Like, why do I have to read everything? Kitchen.
I hate that.
Like, I do too. I cannot stand it.
I hate those things.
I hate the most when they don't even have them like on a frame or on anything hard. It's just like plastic sticker.
Why are they
that
labeling
put
their
up.
kitchen? We know it's your kitchen. Why do you
cook here?
Is it a reminder?
I don't know. But and then like they say weird things.
What is that?
I don't know. And they say weird things or like on the stairs.
Look up some of those right now. What are they? These kitchen or these home decals or something like that. What the fuck are you doing putting the word kitchen in your kitchen? Now, if it was a poster from like, Italy or France from the 30s or something and it...
Well, no, you've already changed the whole concept and that's cool.
I'm saying I understand that. Like if you put in some, putting like a picture of fucking Gordon Ramsay framed above somewhere in your kitchen. I get it. But why in God's name would you put the word kitchen in your kitchen?
Or laundry room in the laundry room,
or family above the dinner table? Like
home sweet home.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? Like, this is the one I'm talking about, where there's so many words. It says, bless the food before us, the family beside us, and the love between us. Like, all of those words are up on the wall.
You used to, if that's what you do and you pray before you eat, you used to just say it.
You say it, right.
Like, why is it got to be on the wall?
Or wash your hands over the sink. Are we an employee now?
My
Are we at
God.
fucking McDonald's?
Wow.
Yes, there's so many of these. Armed with charm. Let's see what else I got.
You know what? Maybe we need to fucking flip the script on this. Wipe your butt. Wipe your pussy. Wipe your dick.
I see your hoo-ha.
Right.
Yeah.
Jack off here into the toilet or in the shower.
Yeah.
Fuck here.
Pick nose here.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of picking noses.
Oh, boy.
When I was a kid, that just took me back. I don't know why you said picking noses, and then we're talking about family homes and kitchens. And when I was a kid, I still pick my nose quite a bit.
True.
But I used to pick it so much, like I got these really good bugs up inside too. And when my brother moved out of the room and he got his own room in the family home, we had a bunk bed. And I kept the bunk bed, but we took the top bunk off because there was shelving and stuff like that above on the bottom bunk. And so the ladder was still there and the shelving was still there. And, there's a backside to the shelving, obviously. So I would just sit there at night and pick my nose, and I had a full-on booger graveyard on the back of that fucking headboard. It was just crust, and there would be times where like I would kind of reach back there and flick them off a little bit. I had a lot of fun flicking them off.
Then you're sleeping on your bugs, and they're stuck on you.
No, it fall down the back against the wall, down behind my bed on the rug or the carpet.
Your mom or dad didn't see that?
No, the bed was covering it. The back of the headboard was against the wall. There was maybe like 2-inch gap.
Oh, it would go in the gap.
Right.
Oh, okay.
I could fit my fingers up there and wipe my bugs on there. And I'd do them behind the ladder. If I was laying on my side, facing like the ladder that was still there, I'd pick my nose and just put it behind like
Why didn't you just get some Kleenex and put it next to you?
Great question. There was shelf space.
Shelf for Kleenex. That's what I'm saying.
What was on that shelf space? Me being the smart guy that I was, smart kid, I had all my fucking trophies there.
Wow, in Earthquake Town.
Let me tell you a story about that. 94 Northridge earthquake.
It was the year 1994.
I'm living in Burbank. I'm a fucking amazing baseball player, amazing soccer player, so I have all these amazing trophies.
This was back in the day before everyone got a trophy.
Exactly.
You just got it because you earned it.
You actually earned it.
Yeah.
Like, we had little parades in Burbank, and I, like, threw the furthest, and I fucking hit the I was so good. Just natural. And so 1994 Northridge earthquake. I had night lights, too, that we had from when we were kids, and I kept them up.
You were great at baseball, but terrified of the dark.
Yeah, well into my teens, I kept these up. We had balloons. My brother had a blue balloon, and I had a red balloon, like a Pennywise the Clown red balloon. And you'd turn them on, the whole room would turn either red or blue.
Or purple if you had them both on?
Kind of. The red one really was dominant, though. It was really, really bright red. And the night of the earthquake. So I probably have like 4 or 5 trophies up there. Big ones. The biggest you could think of. And
wow.
I don't know what happened. I wake up in the middle of the night. This is before the earthquake happened. I wake up in the middle of the night just because. I turn on my red night lights, so my room is red. And then I turn on my TV quietly because I wasn't supposed to have it on at that time. I had some VHS recordings of the Martin Lawrence show. It was one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. And I put on Martin. And then about 5 minutes later, it goes like, it actually made that sound. All the power cut out. You hear the rumbling. So I got up because I heard rumbling, and fucking the earthquake hit. Mm-hmm. All my trophies fell down on my pillow where my face and head was.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the story. I got up a few minutes before the earthquake, saw the power go out, heard the rumbling, got up. I don't remember. It was early, not like morning.
Like
it was like late morning, like early.
Oh, morning.
No, but like 2-3 in the morning, something. Maybe 1:30. It was late.
So you normally would have been asleep.
Normally I'm asleep.
Yeah.
I wake up and fucking turn everything on, and the power goes out. So I kind of get up. I'm like, what the hell? And then I heard the rumbling, so I got up even further. Whole house fucking shook like crazy. All my trophies fall down where my face would have been. You know, then we get up, go out front.
Where was the epicenter? Is that in Northridge? Yeah, that's the one I thought.
Northridge. I had an aunt there too, and her house was fucking annihilated. Like
was she in
floor, she was in it. It looked like a hoarder house.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. It's just all of her shit fell down.
Yeah.
Like the ground was up. Like half of the house, it was like tilted. Mm-hmm. Like I'm pretty sure it got condemned after, but we went there shortly after. But I mean, yeah, there in Northridge, it was crazy. Our shit, we had a China hutch, and my mom had all these.
For those of you who don't know, Northridge is like 15 miles from Burbank.
Yeah. And my mom, we had a China hutch, and she had all these collectible unicorns, porcelain unicorns, all this shit, and they fucking broke. Aww. She was crying. It was horrifying.
Was she crying because of the earthquake or because all of her unicorns?
I think the earthquake and all of her unicorns were broken, and it was just, she was scared. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm scared of earthquakes.
I know you are.
No joke. When I feel like they're happening all the time.
Okay, we could just be sitting watching TV and a truck goes by and all I hear is earthquake, and he doesn't say anything else. Earthquake.
Yeah.
Earthquake. And I'm talking earthquake. Like 4 times a day.
Earthquake.
He also, by the way, randomly hears me saying something because he'll go, what? What'd you say? And I'm not saying anything. But he's constantly thinks he feels an earthquake if anything happens.
I think I have PTSD from the fucking Northridge quake.
Of course,
because I wrote that motherfucker. I was awake. A lot of people
slept through it,
or a lot of people woke up because it was so fucking strong. But I remember from the beginning the sound of just the power grid, all the electricity going
you hear
out,
that movies,
and then the rumble. It literally sounded like a demon underground. It was so surreal. And
I've never heard, for all the earthquakes we've gone through, obviously none as large as that, I haven't ever heard you're always like, do you hear that? Do you hear that?
Oh, yeah.
Again, I think it's your PTSD because I have really good hearing.
But I mean,
you can hear a rumble, but it's not that loud, like the grrr at all. It's
I heard it the other day, the one that happened. I didn't feel it, but I heard it.
Yeah, but you didn't know that. You read it, and you were like, I knew it. I should have said something.
Yeah.
Remember, you didn't
actually
say it.
The one time we actually were having one, I heard it happening, and I didn't say earthquake.
Mm-hmm. And he was so pissed. And this is what I'm talking about. 4 or 5 times a day, he says, earthquake. And one time it happens, he's so mad at himself that he didn't actually say it. So that's why I think you just say it in case one day you're right on.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I'm scared of him, but I kind of like him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Kinda gives
well,
me
it's
an
like a
adrenaline rush.
ride. Well, that's what happens when you have PTSD, see, because I also have it. So you whatever it is that kind of ignites the involuntary of the trauma inside of you.
Yeah.
It obviously like it's like a firecracker on your adrenal glands.
Yeah.
So it just goes like that, and all this adrenaline goes out, and you hit fight or flight. So you get that burst of energy, and you get that like, whoa,
Oh,
like
yeah.
what am I gonna do?
Whenever it happens too, I'm like, everything's gonna be okay. I'm the only one freaking out. I'm like, it's gonna be all good. Don't even worry about it, baby. Baby, are you okay? Baby, are you okay?
And I'm just
everything's
sitting
gonna be fine.
And I'm just sitting next to him, just watching him.
Yeah. Oh God, okay. I'm gonna go get some water, baby.
Oh
I'll be
my
right
God,
back.
yes.
I'm gonna go get some water.
So this is a thing that happens with Sean. If we do have a little one, his natural impetus, like something inside of him makes him feel like we're out of water.
It's the dad in me, because
Yeah.
I'm not the only one.
But it's only water.
I'll tell you what. I put my New Balances on. I put my shorts on. I go up to that local Ralph's Kroger's up there. There's me and like 5 other dads in there cleaning out that water.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
It is interesting though. It's like not food or not, batteries and a light bulb. No, it's like we need water. And then since that one, remember when we had it at night and we woke up and it was like it was a rolling one.
Yeah.
I think I woke you up. You didn't even wake up. I was like, baby. And that after that time, you woke up in the morning, you went to the grocery store and you bought 3 cases.
Yeah.
And now since then we've had just cases of water in the kitchen. Like we have so much water, which I actually like. I want to have it.
No, it's good to have some water. Now let's be clear, like I didn't hoard like the hoarders did during the pandemic.
That time.
Like,
it wasn't during
I buy
that time.
I don't buy all the cases. I buy a couple cases.
You bought 3 cases. Well, there's 2 of us, like whatever. And it wasn't during that time. It was just right after the earthquake.
Yeah.
And I think that it actually has helped you. It's made you feel better because now you don't really go to the you don't need to leave and get us supplies every time. Right now we're down to 1 case, so you might. But what I was going to ask you, because I know your mom's not from here, but she's lived here when you guys were in that house for how many years? How many years did she live in LA?
She moved here when she was a teenager, so she went to like high school here and stuff.
So your parents both have lived through earthquakes.
Well, that was the biggest earthquake they'd ever lived through. Yeah.
Obviously, but look at how much I'm not from here. I've felt several.
Yeah, we always have earthquakes every year.
I just am wondering how your parents were like, yeah, put those trophies there. Totally. You know what? Here's another trophy. Put it right there.
There was never like it was my room too. It was my choice to decorate the things there. Now, my mom did have like putty and stuff like that. We did have like earthquake putty to hold stuff down, specifically for trophies and stuff like that. And some of her china was like clay kind of, and it was glued down, but they still fucking broke in half because the shaking was so violent and other stuff fell down.
Of course it did. It's just putty.
So, but no, it held stuff down. It was like a sticky putty.
I know, but you saying that is kind of like, oh, Sean now collects samurai swords and he would like to display them over his bed.
Right.
And your parents going, well, it's his room. We'll totally let him do that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, they were sharp little trophies too, because they had like a person standing on top with their hands like straight up like that, fingers open, and so they were sharp little fingertips, and they fell just like that.
That could have poked an eye out right through that eyelid.
Totally could have stabbed me in the face.
Yeah. Wow.
But something woke me up, got me up.
You know what's funny is there was a hurricane that just happened near where my parents live. And they're dealing with that.
Over there in the Garden
today.
State?
Over there. Not the Garden State, guys.
Over there in the Empire State?
But yeah, it's crazy. Natural disasters are so interesting because obviously they're out of our control. We don't know when they're going to occur.
Yeah.
And then it was like when we were looking for houses, it was interesting because every time I picked a place, you'd go, oh, aren't there tornadoes there? Oh, aren't there hurricanes there?
Right.
Oh, and it was like, oh yeah, and it would kind of shift where we ended up looking.
Yeah.
And now we don't even know where we're going. But
it's just something everywhere.
It's something. It really is. I feel like Maybe there's a few pockets. Maybe no, I was going to say Kansas, and then I think of Kansas, and I'm like
There's
tornadoes.
there. Remember the Wizard of Oz?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I guess we'd have to look on a map for no fault lines.
What happens in Alaska?
Cold and rape.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like crimey crimes.
How much rape happens? Did we look that up really quick?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's. I mean, my friend used to live there, and it was something she talked about.
I feel like, and this is no dig on Alaska, because Alaska seems pretty dope, and I love 30 Days of Night. That's a fucking cool movie. Not that that's really what goes on there, but I feel like a lot of criminals move to Alaska to get away, because you can drive there.
Yeah, they're paying you to come live there.
Right, you get a paycheck. I knew a girl that was from there that, she told me they got a monthly paycheck to live there. It wasn't much, but you still get something.
Yeah, well, guess what? Rent's not much. Food's not much out there. But it says an estimated 80 rapes are reported in Alaska for every 100,000 people. That's nearly 3 times the national average anywhere else in any other state. Yeah, that's why she was like...
What's that all about?
Well, she does comedy out there, and then we were talking about this, and I was like, super terrified to go out there by myself and do some shows. Like, it's not what I'm thinking is...
They got vampires, and they got rapists.
Man, that movie. That's one of my favorite movies.
That's a great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie.
What, of night...
30 Days of Night.
30 Days of Night.
Because the sun goes down for a month there, apparently.
It doesn't come up. No sun comes up.
Kind of proof that this is a flat earth, huh? Anyways, you didn't hear that over here, did you? Hey-oh. Just blew your mind.
No,
I just kind of took it to a different place, didn't I?
No, actually, it
disproves
that. And let me tell you why.
Is he not a flat earther? I don't know.
Sean, it disproves that. Because if we're flat and the sun is out, that means everywhere would get the same amount of sun.
Exactly. That's exactly right. And there's 30 days of night in Alaska.
So you're disproving that you're a flat earther.
Am I?
Right? Wow, I can't with you right now. The faces he's made, I can't.
But I would actually really love to drive to Alaska. That'd be a fun road trip, I feel like. Even though you'd be with me, so you'd be fine. I would protect you from any, the criminals out there that do that stuff. But I feel like that's kind of a place where, people that are on the lam go. People that are on the run, I feel like, go to Alaska. And I don't know why I think that. But I think that.
How would we drive to Alaska?
There's a roadway.
That doesn't go through Canada?
No.
Wait, no, it doesn't go through Canada?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay, good. I was just thinking that
I don't know.
I guess there would have to be because it's ours and like we'd need the access to get there. So that would make sense. I've never even gone that far north. I don't know.
I've never been to Alaska.
But I thought it's hold on, I'm going to look it up.
Yeah, I've never been to Alaska. I've been to almost every single state in America, but I've never been to Alaska and I've never been to North Dakota.
Yeah, no, there is no. It all goes through Canada. There's no part that Canada touches us. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not like a short jaunt. It's like we'd have to have passports. We'd have to try and get I
wouldn't be able to go. They wouldn't let me in. They don't let people with DUIs into Canada.
But I wonder if because we're Americans and we're saying we're driving to Alaska that we would get to.
I don't think so.
We'd have to fly.
They don't let you. I don't think I can even fly into Canada. Yeah, we'd have to fly to Alaska.
Or take a boat.
Yeah.
Like go to Washington and take a boat or something.
Or you could smuggle me in.
Isn't that interesting? Yeah, in the trunk, we can totally Spygate it.
We were that last tour I went on, we were trying to figure out a way, because they went up to Canada for a couple dates. We were trying to figure out a way to smuggle me in. I don't know. I've never even attempted.
I feel like now you're flagged. They're going to hear this and they're definitely they're going to check your shit so hard.
I've never even attempted to get into Canada. So I just don't mess with it, and I don't want to put everybody else out if I'm on tour. So I stayed in Jersey for a week, but we were trying to figure out a way to smuggle me in. We were even thinking like putting me in the bass drum case and stuff like that. That would be
funny, but you would not fit.
Probably not.
Your
It'd be
sweat
really cold.
would just come dripping out the drum.
Yeah.
You sweat so easy. You're a little sweat monkey.
Oh my God. Fellow sweaters. Am I right?
No, but let me tell you a little bit about his sweat game.
I run
Hold
hot.
on.
Even when I'm not hot, I'm sweating.
I need to tell them a little bit about your
I'm sweating right now.
Your sweat game. Okay, so the weather could be wonderful. The temp in our apartment could be amazing. And Sean will start thinking of something that gets him riled up or upset. And then all of a sudden he'll go, is it hot in here? It's so hot in here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I need to put the air. And it's like nothing changed except whatever mentally was happening to you.
Yeah.
And it just raises your temperature. And now everybody has to change the temperature in this room. And then he'll put it to like scalding cold.
Is that a thing? Scalding
it is to
cold?
me right now. Because
maybe it is.
It's angry cold. I meant like scalding hot, like how it's angry, and
it's true.
You have to make it that cold because you're so mad.
It's true. That happens. We'll be sitting there on the couch watching something, beautiful night, and I'll go through my Instagram feed and I see like, I follow these crazy ass pages like Nature is Metal, and it'll be like a group of lions eating like a gazelle.
Don't
or
go
something
too
like
into
that.
detail.
I'm not, but it's such a brutal Instagram, but it's nature. It is what it is. And I'll see like an alligator attack like a lion or something like that, and I'll start getting really hot and sweaty, and I'll ask her, did it get hot in here? And it's not hot at all.
No, you don't. You're like, it's hot. It is so hot in here.
Oh my God, it's
Aren't
hot
you
in here.
hot? You're hot too, right? It's hot in
It's
here.
hot in here. It's the worst too, because when I'm out in public, I think I've touched on this before, but I am just so obvious when I get uncomfortable or I get a little anxiety because I start sweating profusely.
Yeah.
And I turn beet red, and it's very obvious. I could go to a coffee shop and I could be like, can I get my ice shaken espresso with oat milk, please? And they're like, oh, okay. And what size is that? And I'll go like, oh, fuck. A medium, and I'm red and sweaty immediately.
Yeah.
I don't expect questions when I'm out in public. Like I'm just trying to go do my thing. And then the next thing I know, I'm bright red and I'm sweaty and I'm uncomfortable.
And Sean and I have the opposite. We both have the same anxiety. Like we have social anxiety, and it definitely resonates with both of us differently. So much so that so my anxiety comes right in the beginning. Like, oh my God, we're going. It's the almost the pre anxiety. Like I don't, we haven't gone yet, or I just keep overthinking it and all of that stuff. And then say we're going to be on stage. As soon as I get on stage, it's gone. Like I am in my happy place. This is everything. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
Sean, however, is like, I'm fine. It's great. Let's just get up there. Let's do this. And then he gets up, and within 5 minutes, it will hit him.
Shut down.
And he just fucking, from like the forehead down, you can watch. It's like a thermometer, but the opposite way, where you see the red just start flushing his face.
Oh, God.
And this deer in headlights, sweat just dripping, armpit stench.
I mean, I push through. Let's be
you
clear.
do. You
I
push
push through, but you
have a reverse meltdown.
fall apart.
Yeah.
Internally, not externally.
But we see it externally.
You can see the sweat and the redness.
You're able to feel mine, but I don't know if other people who didn't know, like, what do you think? Do you think people can feel my anxiety and nerve? Because I break down. I shut down as well.
No, I don't think you can.
But
you appear very confident.
Right. And I think it's because I've been doing it for so long. Like, had you seen me in, like, say, the beginning of my stand-up career, I mean, I was losing weight before shows. Like, I thought I was going to throw up. If I didn't have a fear of throw up, which, by the way, we can get into, I would be one of those performers, that throw up before every set.
Yeah.
I would really lose my... And by the way, I would lose my shit 2-3 weeks before. Like I start getting in my head about it. Like Sean knows. I still do it. Like that's why I hate showcasing anything with a test. Like, oh, these people are gonna come and see if they like you, and like that kind of shit. I remember I should have told my agent and manager at the time, don't tell me, because every time they told me, I just couldn't be myself. Because of, all the self-worth and shit that goes through your head, or
of course,
you can't even control. Like at that time, I wasn't controlling or knowing that I felt like I wasn't enough, which is why when I got on, beforehand, I would be like, oh God, what if I mess this up? It was all the catastrophic thinking. But So I've been able to tame that, but I'm still not.
You're really good with it. Yeah, you do get anxious beforehand. And then on stage, you're fine. And then it's after the show as well that you're kind of a mess for a little while.
Yeah, no matter how the show went, I'm still going to overthink and dissect every second of what I did and what could be different.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's hard. It's weird. It's like I've never done anything more that I love more. And yet the turmoil of the before and the after, it's like, oh my God, it makes me every time I get off like, is this worth it?
Right.
What can I do? And that's why I think I coach now, that's kind of stuff, because I have so much experience in it. It's like I can relate to whatever you have. You have it in the beginning, you have it in the middle, you have it at the end. I got you, boo. Like, let's work through this.
Yeah.
But because I think I let it go for so long that it's going to take me, some time to get over it, or I just need to do something else. I don't know, but
I'm figuring that out.
Yeah. And it's sad because like I said, I love it so much and it's my happy place.
And that's why you continue to do it.
Yeah. Well, what a downer. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, even the way you're talking right now is a downer.
I mean, yeah, you kind of brought me down, so.
Well, we'll just take this out.
No, this stays.
No, we'll take it out.
People want to know. People are getting to know us. That's the whole point of this thing, honey, is inviting them into our lives and worlds. And I'm sure people can relate to that. I'm the same way. When we perform on stage, when I perform, I used to drink all the time to perform. So I had to drink because that was confidence. Obviously, that's what alcohol is confidence. But still, so now that I don't drink and we're playing or whatever, we're playing in front of a group of 30 people, and I see one person get up and leave or go to the bathroom or something like that, I'm focusing on that person.
Yeah.
Instead of the 29 other people enjoying themselves, smiling, and instead of focusing on that, I'm looking at that one person that just has to go piss or poop or whatever. Maybe they've farted. I don't know. They have something that has nothing to do with what we're doing.
How about when they come back? Don't you feel better?
Oh, man. I'm like, yeah. God,
they just needed a drink.
They really... It's just the way that some...
It's artists.
...heads work.
Yeah, I really look up to people who at least appear. So who knows? I guess everyone says I appear like I'm extremely confident before, after, and during. So, but I would love to talk to some people who just don't have any of that. They just have no... I'm sure a lot of that is narcissistic qualities as well. Like they're going up there, going to rock everyone's world, and it's all about them. So I don't have that, but yeah, it would be really nice to just feel what it feels like. Maybe you reach a certain level, obviously, where you're selling out your own tour or whatever. Everyone's there to see you because the audience does treat you differently. Like I've gone out with people who the headliner just didn't do well, but the audience responded as if they were doing well. Do you know what I mean? Because they're all there to see them. So it's an interesting, I
don't think it's just with entertainment, though, because I see some people just out there and they act a certain way, like they truly don't give a fuck. And I think it is narcissism for some of them.
Yeah.
Like that one time we were at Marie Callender's.
Oh, yeah.
And we're enjoying our meals, and
I got cornbread.
Yeah, the seats were kind of the way that this Marie's is laid out. Like the kitchen is next to a lot of the seats, so you could go in there and whatever. One of the waitresses dropped a fork or something like that.
It was loud. It echoed because it's a galley kitchen.
Yeah, so it's ching, 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 and a guy in a booth, right? He's like, oh my God. What was that?
I felt a tingle in my spine.
He was just out loud. We were sitting booths away. And this fucking guy is letting everybody know that he got scared by the knife that fell down. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can. I think I need a free salad or something.
Yeah,
it was
and then
what?
he got one. He got a free salad.
This motherfucker had the balls to say he needed something because a waitress dropped a... That's the kind of shit I'm talking about.
Who has the balls to do that?
The fucking balls on this guy. I'm a little envious that he's so oblivious. I just
right. Because here's the thing.
I felt bad for the waitress. I was like, oh shit, she dropped. Should I go help her? Or?
Well, here's the thing. Look at how many people we're thinking about. We're thinking about all the people in the booze, all the people who also had that occur to them just that minute. Where they, right? Because you know me, I'm fucking scaredy cat McGee. I lost.
You are.
I had food on my fork and I threw it.
Yeah.
Honestly, like whatever. But I'm not going to sit and ask a poor waitress who's serving and doing a wonderful job, because a busboy had wet fingers or something, that it's their fault, and then now Mary Callender's owes me. But my point to this is instantly you and I go to like, well, that poor waitress, and like, why is it Mary Callender's fault, and all the other people in the booth that kind of got spooked. No, that guy's just thinking, I want a free salad. Here's my opportunity.
Right.
It's all about me. Gimme.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
how do we get there?
How do I get to that?
What's the exercise? Is there a crossword puzzle I could do? Is there an exercise? Is there?
I wish I could just come across someone and not give a shit.
Yeah.
But
do we want to be those people? Wow.
I farted. Almost every interaction I have is a moment.
Yeah.
And it matters.
Well, that's because we care about people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I may forget someone's name, but if I'm asking them questions, I will remember their lives.
Yeah.
Like if I, sometimes I'm like, oh God, what was your name again? But then once they tell me, I'm like, yes, and your grandma just passed and you have a cat and you love to do vocal coaching, whatever. Like those types of people, they don't care about.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, it's like I see.
So it's tit for tat.
Do you see these motherfuckers?
Or look at these people that we see on these viral videos, just yelling and screaming.
Oh my God!
And it's like I also, by the way, don't have there's nothing that's really going to get me that riled up. If someone's hurting somebody I love, obviously it will. But that's about it.
No, but that's the thing. Like, that's never the case. It's never anybody sticking up for anybody else. It's just people fighting.
Yeah.
Whether it be one-on-one or a group of people. Like that one video, those two ladies in like a hotel lobby. And one of the ladies reaches behind the counter, grabs the lobby phone and is using it as a weapon. It's
landline phone, by the way.
What kind of... Where are you? Like, where is your head to where you can do that? I mean, I've seen videos of people just drop their babies. If they're getting in a fight and they have like a kid in their hands, they just drop the kid and go with the fight. And like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I don't want to be that kind of a person, but I kind of want to be I need a free salad. Oh, God.
I probably need some pie after. I need sugar taste in my mouth.
Jeez.
I need to just, if you'll massage my neck while I eat this lemon meringue pie.
What a world.
And then he was out with his mom. He was like 60 years old. It's like...
Yeah. Well, that probably explains it.
That's true,
he probably still lives at home with his mom. And that's cool if you do. You know, families used to live together forever back in the day.
Well, but if you're talking like and acting like that, then something's wrong.
Yeah. Well, he was acting like a little kid.
Well, he should have went home and changed his diaper.
Maybe she did.
Maybe she did.
Maybe he made a poopy right there, Marie Callender's.
Yeah, maybe she did. He did, and that's what that noise was. No, the noise was him just sitting in his liquid shit. It was just like, my cheeks are stuck together.
Ew, man. Wipe your ass, bro.
Disgusting. You're disgusting. Eat that salad at home.
I miss Marie Callender's. We should go there.
Too. I miss the salad buffet. It's so funny. Like, we've been seeing buffets open now for a while. I mean, even when we went home to visit my family.
The ones that survived, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lost art right now, but it's going to find its way back.
Yeah.
It's funny. I just performed as well, a stand-up show, and you would think after COVID there'd be like little wipies to wipe the mic and and stuff
That's
like that.
That's out the window.
Out the window.
That's gone.
So I was like 5th in the lineup, and I was like, oh my God! And wherever we sat, the lighting was perfect to watch spitballs just hurl out of these people's gapers.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna have to touch and talk into that mic. And now, by the way, when I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, okay, Bethany, you're just going to be really aware of where you place the mic and make it not so close to your mouth. Because I do a lot of sound effects and I work with the mic a lot. And so I had to keep that in my head. But then once I get on stage, it's like all that is like 3 sheets to the wind. I don't remember anything I was trying to focus on, especially because it was my first show back doing just me stand up. Because Sean and I have performed twice as a couple of nuts, which we're starting to do live, by the way. So be ready for that. Keep a lookout on our Instagram, on our Facebook, on what else do we have? That it?
Instagram and Facebook, and then we're streaming on all platforms.
We're streaming on all platforms, so subscribe to us, like us, comment,
Here's the
share,
point of the show
bitches.
where we tell you to review us, and oh my God, we love all of our followers and listeners. We got listeners in Sweden now.
Oh, what's up, Swedes?
Stockholm syndrome, huh?
Oh, yeah.
What about that?
Does it mean that like everyone in Stockholm has that syndrome?
No.
I know.
No. Interestingly enough, Stockholm syndrome, it's a condition in which hostages develop a psychological bond with their captors during captivity. So this apparently happened at a bank the term was first used by the media in 1973 when 4 hostages were taken during a bank robbery in Stockholm, Sweden. And then the hostages defended their captors after being released and would not agree to testify in court against them.
Ooh.
So
that happens a lot. Like I feel like they just hadn't coined the phrase yet, and then they coined it after that. But it was happening obviously before.
Oh yeah,
that.
it's been going on forever.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not forever. No, probably forever. I'm sure people took people hostage and fell in love with their captors back in the day.
Yeah,
and
that's
stuff
just
like
something that happens.
Yeah.
Like I can't remember what the other thing is called, like the hero. It's like a hero syndrome, like it gets displaced.
Right.
Like they're saving them from something.
Right. Damn, what up, Sweden?
What up, Sweden?
Stockholm.
Yeah, that's like all we know.
Yeah.
We don't know where
I'm
they're
sure
from.
you're actually Sweden's known for many amazing things. It's not just Stockholm syndrome.
No, that's just what came to mind.
That's just, but to be honest with you, Stockholm syndrome is what comes to mind when thinking.
That's true. Well, no, also Spotify. Isn't Spotify from Sweden?
I don't know. Is it?
I think it is.
Maybe. That's where IKEA is definitely Swedish.
Well, IKEA, yes.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Let's see. Let me look it up. Oh, ABBA.
ABBA. Oh, the beloved ABBA.
No, that's Blondie.
Got a heart of glass.
That's Blondie.
ABBA and it's ABBA.
No. ABBA is she's a dancing queen. I'm on the dancing queen. And then by the way, ABBA was one of my mom's favorite bands.
Aww.
So it was on ABBA time.
Oh,
I just did that off the fucking cuff.
Oh shit.
Oh shit! Somebody's making puns.
That was good,
off
babe.
the cuff. It really was good, right?
Yeah, it was really good.
What other song? Oh, Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. Oh my God.
Mama Mia.
They make a fucking movie based off that,
Yeah.
Mamma Mia.
Well, it's a play, I think.
Play, I mean,
yeah.
And they did a movie.
Well, no, and then they
musical. It's a musical.
musical, yeah, with that real fancy lady. What's her name? The one who won all the awards all the time.
Meryl
Not
Streep.
Glenn Close. Yeah,
Meryl Streep.
they look so
she
identical.
is not Swedish, but we love you, Swedish listeners. Go ahead, see how much we love you. We're still talking about you. This is all about you. Go ahead and tell your friends in Sweden about us. And then we'll tell us that you told them.
Yeah.
Hey. Consider you listening to us taking you hostage.
Yeah.
You're
So
welcome.
you can have some syndrome of
So you have some
Stockholm on
syndrome.
us. You'll love us and tell everybody about you.
You're welcome.
Us. Yay.
Oh man.
I was gonna bring something up, which might work into this. It has to do with how much I hate anything soggy.
Yeah, you hate soggy stuff.
I'd say at the top of sog would be 2 things, and it'd be hard for me to decide. If I was hungry, the top of the list would be soggy bread.
Yeah.
I can't stand it.
There's something about soggy bread that's pretty gross.
And soggy cereal. Now, I know this is like a delicacy to some, and some people even put the milk in and then go walk away and do other things and then come back, which I just think is something
That's weird.
wrong with you.
I'm not mad at soggy cereal, but I wouldn't do that. I like the crunch. And
Yeah.
I like both.
I need texture, or it's just phlegm.
I like both.
It just is phlegm. But number 2, possibly 3, since I already named bread and cereal. Number 3 soggy I hate is soggy socks. If I
God.
put on a pair of socks
That's the
and I
worst.
happen to dip my foot in some random puddle in our kitchen, or you come out of the shower and don't wipe off your feet and the rug is wet, I lose my internal shit.
Why are you blaming me for that?
Because I don't make the rug soggy, because I know how much I hate soggy socks. I also hate if I don't have
come out of
socks
the
on.
shower
Hold on.
wet. That's the
No.
craziest thing
No,
I've ever heard.
I dry off in the shower and then I proceed to leave the shower. I also hate, not as much because it will dry off. I also hate just stepping barefoot into a puddle or some random little tiny something of wetness. Like
Yeah.
sometimes in the summer we lose an ice cube
Yeah.
and we forget and we go back in. Ooh, I hate that though. I'm like, oh, what is this?
Yeah, sometimes we step in cat vomit
Yeah.
because they throw up all the time.
All the time.
Yeah, I agree. Soggy bread is gross. If I get like a dope ass juicy burger and it churns the bread
Oof.
soggy, it's a bummer. Or if you go somewhere and they fucking wrap the burger in tin foil immediately from the grill into wrapped tin foil, it creates condensation, and then you get home and you got half a fucking soggy ass burger.
Why do they do that with all heated food?
know.
It's like, look, we're doing takeout. We haven't mastered this. Like supposedly we've gone to the moon and we've made cars that are electric, and we're making all these progressions, but yet you're going to send me home. No, they are using styrofoam.
I mean, yeah, they still use styrofoam for certain things, but I guess
Though, you know which containers I love the best? Are those ones where you go to those organic vegan places,
the cardboard,
and they're
recycled
recycled cardboard.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like they're breathable.
Yeah.
So that the steam
They're
is let
strong,
out,
too.
and they're
They're
so
thick.
strong.
Yeah.
It's like, is it a rebellious thing where they're like McDonald's and all that? They're like, fuck that, I'm not doing. I'm not
It's just
helping the
cheaper.
earth.
It's just cheaper.
You think it's recycled?
Yeah, but it's probably the process of that, and it's probably more expensive.
There's not even
for
anything
used
printed
shit.
on it.
It's weird. It's more expensive for used shit, probably.
Well, no, it's more expensive when things are healthier, and that's just the way our world works to make us
Well, that's the way America works.
be less healthy,
That's
right?
the way we work here.
Because tell me this, how can a hamburger at McDonald's, which contains condiments, a pickle, onions, meat,
Oh yeah.
and a bun,
Cheese.
plus packaging, plus time and energy,
Be $1.
be less. I'm sorry, than like buying a thing of lettuce, organic lettuce, and a tomato and a cucumber for a salad.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Some would say that's capitalism.
I love capitalism. That's
I know. I'm not
that's what
saying you
makes
don't.
our world go round.
It is
I'm
weird
just saying,
how we are unhealthy and sick.
well, because they want to perpetuate that.
Yeah.
They want us to continually look at a hamburger that's not really great for us and go, and by the way, I'm not vegan. I was vegan for 7 years. I got really sick. I had to introduce meat and other proteins into my diet. Now, by the way, there's going to be these vegans out there. Now, there's only 2 types of vegans. There's vegans and vegans' boyfriends, and that's it.
Yeah. I think you said that last episode, but yeah.
Well, because I just wanted to mention that, like,
No, you can say that as many times as you want. I'm just saying, I'm pretty
it's
sure.
my joke. I get to.
Yeah.
But vegans are out there right now going, oh, well, she didn't do it right. She didn't know how to be a vegan.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I am so good at being vegan.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to talk about putting certain foods together and making sure I have beans and rice, like a grain with the protein.
We got a lot of beans in this house.
So many. I still love my beans. And then all the veggies. Like, I ate really, really good, but my body could not assimilate.
Your body is
It's
a
a wonderland
I
that
put my
couldn't
hands on.
assimilate. But anyway, so I literally had to. Like,
Yeah.
my body was breaking itself down. I weighed like 80 pounds. I was like, oh my God.
I get it.
Just like, I know I'm pale, but I was vampiric.
I'm pretty sure we're meant to eat meat.
Yeah.
Just like all the
we
other
have the canines
carnivores
to do
out
it.
there. Like that's the way it is.
Our teefers. But anyways.
But I mean, a big ups to all the vegans and vegetarians out there. The bodies
heck
can
yeah.
handle it, and you probably feel good, and you look good, and that's good.
Yeah. No, I have nothing against all of it.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I
I've
was
done
just
it.
saying.
I just mean like, I don't like how, and we let it happen. We let it happen somehow, and there's a fight there that we could be having. And I don't mean like a fight. I just mean there is in the like argument's sake.
Yeah.
We should kind of be a little uproarious that our fruits and veg that these farmers work so hard on, their perfection and they're amazing,
Right.
are, by the way, less money because they don't have any chemicals and pesticides and all these things that cost extra money on them. Yet they're more expensive. And they only put up one little section of it. Like it looks like it's elite.
Yeah. Well, unless
veg.
you're going to Whole Foods. But I will
Right.
say this. I do love me a Mickey D's burger every now and again.
Oh, I got nothing against Mickey D's as far as deliciousness.
Man, there was a time there where,
Oh, boy.
10:30 at night would roll around and, I'd be like, baby, McDonald's. And then bam, next thing I know, I'm in the McDonald's drive-thru. I'm gone. I'm
Because that's
out
how
the door.
Sean works. Sean works like this. So now, Sean, I already figured it out. So Sean would feel guilty if he, and not because of anything I did, Sean would feel guilty just by his own accord. If he wanted McDonald's and then was like, hey, I'm going to go to McDonald's, do you want anything? And went. What he's got to do is he's got to plant the seed in my head.
Yeah.
Hey, I want McDonald's. Oh, no. Never mind. It's
Right.
not good for us. It's not good. So now he knows I'm thinking about McDonald's, and then I'll go, babe, just go. I'll have a number 2.
Yeah.
Just go. I'll have this. And he's like, you want McDonald's, huh?
You sure? You really
It's
want
not good
me
for us.
to?
You want that? What else do you want?
Yeah.
And then, sure enough, here he comes with a bag of Mickey D's.
Oh, man, it's crazy.
And we're both very happy until after we eat it.
It's kind of like, the last time we ate McDonald's, that was awful.
I think it's because we made different choices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We got to stick to our tried and true.
Oh, God. Well, on that note, on a Mickey D's note,
Now we've planted the seed.
now we're just going to think about
at 10:30 tonight.
getting shit.
Yeah, especially because it's a weekend right now.
Ugh.
Here's what's interesting when we talk about McDonald's. I often spring past the meal and I think about the hot fudge sundae or the ice cream cone.
Yeah, those are good.
And by the way, when I eat the ice cream cone, I take the whole top off. I just like the cone with the ice cream. Like it's way too much ice cream.
Yeah.
They just pile that up like a Empire State Building.
Yeah.
And then I love their fudge. Their fudge is like something
Delicious
else.
fudge.
That's
They're
what
very
we did.
stingy with their fudge.
They are.
Yeah. Can I
God,
get a little extra fudge? Oh.
and then they fill up like the cap of the top of the thing, and it's only like it's
Just
like
a
1/4 of
tiny
a
baby
centimeter.
bit. Give you a large cup with just like a half a fucking
Like
inch
2
of-
pumps, like
Yeah.
yeah. What was I just gonna say to you about it? Hold on. About McDonald's.
I don't know, but we're definitely not getting it.
We just had the McFlurry.
Oh yeah.
What did we have in it?
I think
Oreos.
we did the Oreos
Oreos because you like Oreos.
Yeah.
I like only the outsides of Oreos, so I was only half impressed with the McFlurry.
This is true, people. We'll get a package of Oreos, and Bethany gets a little knife and scrapes away the white frosting. So inside the package of Oreos, wherever there's space from the Oreos she took out, it's filled with the white frosting.
Ugh, I hate it.
She takes it out. So for me, it's sometimes I eat Oreos. I'm not crazy about them, but sometimes I'll eat them, and I get a lot of extra frosting. So thank you for that.
You're welcome. When you eat them, it's fun because then I just scoop it and put it right on yours.
So much frosting.
And then I eat one of your caps because we trade. Like I give you the filling for
then
the
I'll
cap.
just have like half of a Oreo, just fucking like 2 inches of frosting.
Double
on
stuff.
it. That's like quadruple stuffed.
Yeah.
But that's awful food for you. I wish we were super rich so we could eat better and healthier. And it's just kind of crazy.
Right? And by the way, Oreo companies, we will at you at this. Please just make the cookie.
Just make the cookie, guys.
Start making it without the filling,
Just the
please.
chocolate. I wonder if they do. They make
They
those
don't.
thinner
I have
ones.
yeah, but the thinner ones are even worse because you just taste the filling to me.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, we need to do just the wafers. That would be amazing.
Just the
Oh my
wafers.
god! Could you imagine just crunching those up over vanilla soy ice cream?
That'd be delicious.
Oh my goodness.
That'd be delicious, and I think that's a great note to end on. Delicious note, and we thank you all for hanging out with us.
I think we did a really good job today.
I feel good about it.
Yeah.
I feel great about it,
I do too.
and I can't wait to do the next one.
Yeah, we're grateful that you're here, guys.
Thanks for hanging out. We love you.
Stay nutty, everybody.
Bye for now.
Kimpses.
Kimpses.
Bethany
Bethany
and Sean.
and Sean.
We are a couple of nuts talking